Have you ever stared into the night sky and wondered what the future of tech might look like? Strap in, comrades, because our techno journey has been nothing short of a suspense-filled space race. From the inception of the internet to the grand fireworks of selfies, tweets, and swipe rights, tech has been our trusty co-pilot in this exhilarating evolution of society. Now we're venturing into a new galaxy, a galaxy illuminated by entities known as unenclosable carriers. These influential figures, or UCs for the cool astronauts, are revolutionizing our interaction with tech. These carriers are not just decentralizing power, but ricocheting it right back to us, the users, much like bees in a hive, working together for the greater good, without a dominating power. We're not simply couch potatoes consuming tech in a vegetative state anymore. Now we're active participants, contributing and even innovating. One of the luminary constellations in this cosmos is Holochain. It's an open-source, unenclosable framework, the fuel that propels unenclosable carriers without needing authoritarian central command. Holochain is here to cause a supernova, constructing a universe where you can communicate directly with others, where your choices are directed by your idiosyncrasies and ethics, and not by some omnipotent central authority. It's not merely a tool, it's a revolution in our understanding of tech. Holochain is like a fertile forest for developers, offering a plethora of resources and tools for app development. Developers receive privileged access to the Holo Development Kit, brimming with versatile modules and interfaces, making the process as flexible as a willow in the wind. Holochain harmoniously coexists with other languages and platforms, making the development as natural as a bird's song. Plus, it safeguards your data like a bear protecting cubs with robust validation and integrity checks. Testing your app is as simple as a caterpillar's transformation, with automated test frameworks and a dedicated habitat for simulation testing. Holochain enables any group size to function on shared agreements, promoting collaboration and a sense of community, like a pod of dolphins working together. The sunrise on this new day, it's free, folks. But Holochain isn't solely about altering our waltz with tech. It's about revolutionizing how tech is built. With Holochain, app development is more efficient, economical, and unveils an entirely virgin land for developers and innovators, providing a fertile ground for creativity and experimentation. Guess what? The future of technology is more in your hands than you think, and it's all thanks to guardians of the galaxy like Holochain. Ever been curious about the resources and systems that enable unenclosable carriers to function? Let's delve into this fascinating subject. The heart of unenclosable carriers lies in the collective participation of its users, much like a flock of birds, moving together in harmony, each contributing to the group's direction. Just as there's no single bird dictating the flight path, there's no central authority to regulate the system in unenclosable carriers. Instead, the power rests with the people involved, making it a truly decentralized system. Furthermore, unenclosable carriers foster equality, much like nature, where every species has its unique role in the ecosystem. They're user-oriented. The value of unenclosable carriers is set by the community that employs them, free of external market influences. Just as every bird's flight contributes to the direction of the flock, each user's participation shapes the value of these carriers. This returns power to the people, giving them control over their technological structures. Unenclosable carriers are reshaping our perception of technology, making interactions more balanced and user-focused, like the symbiotic relationships in nature. So when you contemplate technology, consider the vast universe of unenclosable carriers, ready and waiting to be discovered, as abundant and diverse as the myriad species in the wild. In conclusion, unenclosable carriers are not just a technological tool, they're a unique, groundbreaking approach to transactional systems, echoing the harmony and collaboration found in nature, owing to their user-centric nature and robust mechanisms. Have you ever pondered about what an UCs is and how it can revolutionize your digital experience? Let's delve deep into it. UCs, also known as unenclosable carriers, are the groundbreaking fruits of this cutting-edge technology. They are peer-to-peer applications that function on the exceptional Holochain framework. Analogous to the symbiotic relationship between bees and flowers in nature, where bees take nectar and pollen without harming the flower and in turn help the flower to reproduce, these peer-to-peer applications operate directly between users, intermediaries, or middlemen, indeed a new paradigm. This isn't your standard centralized setup, it's an ecosystem where each is their own server. Yes, you got right. This equates to zero intermediaries, no central control, just unmediated interactions and personal autonomy. Just as bees and flowers mutually benefit from their interactions, users in the UC's ecosystem benefit from direct interactions. Let's elaborate on that. When we mention UCs are peer-to-peer, it implies they operate directly between users, eliminating the need for a central server or authority to authenticate transactions or data exchanges. It's like having a direct conversation with someone without any translator or middleman. This unique approach yields some truly remarkable benefits akin to the harmony preserved in nature. To begin with, UCs offer more options and ownership to users. You are not just a passive participant, you are an active contributor, a co-creator to be precise. You control your data and your interactions with the digital world. Now let's our focus towards the resources and tools available for UC's development and operation, which is a crucial aspect. With Holochain, creating an unenclosable carrier is as straightforward as defining the rules of your network. The framework handles the rest. Developers, take note. Holochain provides you with the necessary resources and tools to build your UCs hassle-free, offering more freedom, less complication. So what we're witnessing here, folks, is a game changer. Holochain and UCs are redistributing the digital power dynamics, just like pollinators and plants balancing the ecosystem, empowering individuals and diminishing the control of traditional power brokers. UCs are not mere applications. They're a new way of engaging with the digital world, equipped with the right tools and resources for effortless development and operation. As we explore the resources and potential applications of Holochain, we see a glimpse of a democratic, user-centric digital era, much like the biodiversity found in a thriving ecosystem. This unenclosable, open-source infrastructure is not just a technology, it's a revolution in progress, akin to the regenerative cycles of nature. It's not about overthrowing the current internet or tech giants, but offering an alternative where power isn't concentrated in one place, but distributed among users, echoing the natural world's balance. Let's delve deeper to explore how Holochain can be applied in various sectors, starting with finance. In a sector traditionally dominated by large institutions, Holochain has the potential to usher in a new phase of decentralized banking. It democratizes the financial sector by facilitating peer-to-peer transactions, removing the need for intermediaries, much like a forest ecosystem where each organism contributes and benefits without a central authority. Holochain fosters an environment where you have full control over your money, where digital assets are secure, and transactions are immediate and transparent. This could herald the onset of a financial system that's more equitable and accessible to all. Moving to the realm of social media, Holochain could revolutionize the way we engage online by giving users full control over their data and privacy, allowing them to decide what to share and with whom. This is a stark shift from the current paradigm where user data is often controlled by a few corporations, reminiscent of monocultures that limit biodiversity. Holochain could also encourage the development of social media platforms where each user's voice is recognized and valued, fostering a more democratic and inclusive conversation. In the domain of supply chain management, Holochain could enhance operations and boost transparency. Imagine being able to trace goods in real time from their origin to their delivery point, much like tracking an animal's path in the wild. This would not only enhance efficiency but also increase trust and accountability in the system. With Holochain, every part of the supply chain can be monitored and verified effortlessly, encouraging ethical and sustainable practices, much like nature's inherent checks and balances. Holochain stands out due to its unique approach to decentralization. Unlike a beehive where consensus is required, it allows each user to have their own individual chain, which can function independently or synchronize with others. This is similar to having a personal mini ecosystem, where you create the rules. This grants users an unparalleled level of autonomy and adaptability, altering the dynamics of digital interactions. For developers, Holochain provides a fertile ground, like rich soil in nature, for creating decentralized applications, or UCs as they're called. These UCs can operate on any network and are free to use, offering a financially viable solution for both developers and users. With Holochain, Developers are free to innovate and create applications that truly meet their users' needs without the limitations or costs of conventional platforms, much like a diverse ecosystem adapting to its environment. Perhaps what's most thrilling about Holochain is its potential to disrupt the status quo. It's not about decentralizing power, but democratizing it. It's about creating a digital ecosystem that's fair, inclusive, and sustainable, akin to the richly diverse and harmonious ecosystems found in nature. It's a technological revolution with the capacity to reshape our digital landscape and in the process make our world a tad better, much like the regenerative capabilities of nature. The future of Holochain is not just promising, it's transformative. It's not simply a technology of the future. It's a technology for a better future, much like a seed that holds the promise of a mighty tree.